Good morning. These are your Nassau Guardian highlights for Wednesday, March 18th, 2026, brought to you by your Daily Bahamas headlines, especially for people on the go and those who are visually impaired. Leading the news today, Prime Minister Philip Davis is seeking to reassure Bahamians amid growing global tensions linked to the ongoing conflict involving Iran. Addressing the nation, the Prime Minister acknowledged concerns about rising oil prices and the potential impact on the local economy. He said the government is focused on keeping food prices down, maintaining stability in electricity and fuel costs, and strengthening border security. Davis also confirmed that discussions were held with the retail grocery sector ahead of the upcoming VAT changes on uncooked foods, which take effect April 1st. He said an agreement was reached that will ensure Bahamians benefit from the policy, although details of how that will be implemented were not fully disclosed. Retailers have previously raised concerns about the shift from zero rating to VAT exemption and its potential impact on prices. Meanwhile, the effects of global developments are already being felt locally. Bahamas Air reports a 55% increase in fuel costs due to rising oil prices and says this will result in a fuel surcharge being added to tickets. While base fares will remain unchanged, travelers should expect higher overall costs in the short term. On national security, the Prime Minister highlighted continued vigilance at the country's borders, noting that Royal Bahamas Defense Force officers recently intercepted 57 migrants in the southern Bahamas. He stressed that border protection remains a key priority during uncertain times. In other news, police are investigating 3 reported sexual assaults on New Providence, with investigations ongoing. Turning to the business section, rising fuel costs continue to dominate economic concerns, with official fuel price adjustments now in effect across the country. Businesses are also closely monitoring global conditions as they prepare for potential increases in operating costs and shifts in consumer demand. On the editorial page, under the headline, Empty Rhetoric from the PM, The Guardian criticizes the government's messaging surrounding the VAT change on food and broader cost of living concerns. The editorial argues that while assurances are being given, there is a lack of clear, detailed explanation on how policies will translate into real savings for Bahamians. It suggests that statements alone are not enough and calls for concrete action and transparency so the public can have confidence in the measures being introduced. In letters to the editor, there is one submission titled Disqualification for Appointment as Senator and Disqualification for Election of Members of the House of Assembly. The writer examines constitutional provisions related to eligibility for public office, highlighting the importance of integrity, legal qualifications, and adherence to the rules governing those who seek to serve in Parliament. That's your Nassau Guardian highlights for today. For full details and more stories, be sure to purchase a copy of the Nassau Guardian or visit their website to read the full and additional stories in today's edition. Remember, staying informed is the key to making wise decisions in changing times. Enjoy your day, be blessed, and be a blessing.